It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. Luka Doncic out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Durant, and it's Giannis in at the four-man position. Bounce pass from Durant. Curry's shot is good.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
And yes, it's good.
Jokic never lacking in terms of getting his body involved, throwing his body around, using that bulk and power to grab rebounds.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And they get it back. Jokic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Curry dishes to Embiid. Fires the three. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Embiid.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Now, here's Doncic. Kicks it out to Giannis. Offline with this three. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with
Now he's spoken with the guys. Now he wants to make this a competitive game, one that features at least some execution and not just a bunch of lobs. Maybe some ball movement. He said, look, if we're going to be out here, if we're going to take this court, we might as well try to win this game. And that means playing the right way. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Harden. Pass to Jokic.
Fantastic defender. Embiid is consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the area.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Beal, the pass to James. Now here is Davis. Here's Jokic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the ball.
That's exactly what you want the offense to produce, a high percentage look for Jokic.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the East All-Stars. They lead by 4. Six on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, Curry's the spark to get the offense going.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and Beal kicks to Harden. Jokic draws the double. Inside, James. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Another high IQ pass by Jokic. I mean, he knows all eyes are on him, and so he gives it up to a ready shooter. That's just good basketball.
Now, here's Doncic. No points in the game yet for him. The drive by KD. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. LeBron with it. And Curry picks him up defensively.
Oh, the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown. Appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Fires for 3. Embiid, no good. And here's the West with the ball, trailing by 2. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
There's a minute 47 left to play here in the first. Here's Doncic. And Curry has it in the corner. Davis against Doncic. Outside, KD. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen by Durant. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the dunk by Doncic.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms. He's active with his hands. And that's why he comes up with those steals.
Pass to Jokic. Outside, Davis. Harden against Doncic. Harden the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. Jokic, no good.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And Embiid throws it down.
You know, this is what happens when you combine center size with developing point guard skills. Giannis running the offense to perfection right there.
Curry with the steal. And the pass to Giannis. Curry looking it over. Driving the lane. Onto the Kumo. No good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Embiid with the block. Here's Giannis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
The alley, and that concludes the first quarter of play. East All-Stars lead by 6. In the second quarter, about the East making a switch. Tatum's checked in.
Oh, amazing to see someone go from unrecruited to potential MVP someday. That's been Ja Morant's trajectory.
Now here's Leonard. Towns with the steal. Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Lillard against Morant. Launches a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Morant against Lillard. And finished off by Morant.
Focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Lillard's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you've got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Irving.
And overall, very cold from the outside throughout the first half.
Here's Morant. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Sabonis foul.
Third team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Tatum up high to stop the alley-oop.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Here's Leonard, following the basket by Giannis. Outside Leonard. Basket good.
And that high release point on Leonard's shot makes that mid-range jumper tough to contest.
Morant surveying the D. And there's...
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm.
Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
Now here's Leonard, following the miss by John Morant.
The hustle from Simmons on defense is contagious, infectious. He brings all-out energy on every possession.
Here's Morant, and then Morant rams it in.
I tell you what, a lot of shimmy and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
And so here are the West All-Stars. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end, Leonard finds Paul. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Paul's got his first points of the night.
And Paul with the good touch on the floater. Guys, that's a difficult shot to make, that floater, but it's one of his many go-to shots.
Right side Tatum, and stolen by Butler. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Count the basket.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Morant against Paul. Morant outside. 6 to shoot. And here's Tatum for 3. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. There's 1:38 left in the first half of the game. Young against Irving. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Driving to the basket. The shot no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Irving against Young. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. Pass to Tatum. Back to Young. Morant outside. And finish up by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Morant's gone 75% from the field, 6 baskets and 8 attempts. Young against Paul. Over Young. Pulled the shot a little late, but the bounce goes his way.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Morant against Paul. At the elbow, it's Simmons. Left side, Porzingis. Young finds Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Tatum's shot is off. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing here by 8. Paul with the bucket.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Young pass to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple. Denied by Morant.
You've seen that impressive vertical.
All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Starting off the second half, here's Steve Nash's 5. We've got Joel Embiid. Durant is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Morant in at the shooting guard. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
On the wing, Harden.
Harden
Puts it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots and does a really good job setting up a shooter.
Embiid dishes to Morant. Clock at 4. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. On its way from Curry for 2. And Davis pulls it down.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Jokic. Giannis with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You know, at close range, Curry has a plethora of shots. You simply can't allow him to get those looks.
Harden the pass to Beal. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Morant. And off the front. And now an 8-point East All-Star lead. Harden draws the double to the paint. James lays it up and off the pretty assist. James has got 8.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks there.
How about the decision-making of Curry? Not just a go-to scorer, also a skilled orchestrator who picks the defense apart with his passing.
Now here's Davis. Pass to Beal.
Okay.
As the team's into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
He's out there now for the West. Zion Williamson's checked in for Davis, and Lillard subbed in for Bradley Beal.
Excellent release in the pick and roll that time by Durant. He's developed a nice feel for the game.
And a deep 3 from Curry. They get the rebound. Out to Doncic. Passes to Embiid. Here's Curry. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
DeRozan passes to Embiid. Here he goes. And Embiid throws it down.
The defense can't slow Embiid on the drive. I mean, he's just got so much body mass. Momentum. Hard to stop him.
Now the pass to Jokic. Back to Harden. Down low. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Curry against Lillard. Shoots it up. DeRozan for 3. It's rebounded by the West. Now Lillard shoots over Curry. About that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Lillard.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now here's Curry, and play stops. Whistling what looks to be an illegal screen.
And we know the All-Star game is mostly about entertaining, but trust me, these players still want to win, and what we're seeing is that competitive drive really starting to kick in.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Jokic, and Irving subbed in for James Harden. And then for the East, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Embiid. Tatum comes in for Kevin Durant. And Trae Young subbed in for Curry. Unloads from 13. And that one goes long.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
I think you're right. You know, the complexion of the game usually does change at some point. Things get a little more serious. And, as you know, especially in the second half, great guys start to play with a little bit more intensity.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And that's what's starting to happen now. These guys are such great competitors. And even on a night as fun as this one, you just can't take that will to win away from any of them. Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Now, here is Young. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
No,
Drains the three-pointer.
Offensively, there's nothing Doncic can't do. I mean, consistency with the three ball being one of the few things left that he has to refine.
Here's Leonard.
LeBron.
James looking it over. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
We always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
You've got Paul. Davis is out there with Butler. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beal in the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the West All-Stars. Young against Paul. And Young kicks to Towns. Here's Doncic. And Davis sends it back.
Not only does Davis have great skill, but he is tremendously agile. He can get shots from just about anywhere on the court.
Leonard, no luck. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the East All-Stars. 3-point lead. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
You know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Doncic. Giannis up top, defended by Butler. Butler against Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Doncic. Good goes to Giannis. Jokic comes in for Butler. And James Harden has subbed in for Chris Paul. And then for the East All-Stars, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Kevin Durant comes in for Tatum. And it's John Morant in for Young. Leonard the pass to Davis. And it's sent back by KD. Here's the break. Here's Morant.
My goodness.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, that's just good heads-up basketball from Embiid, making the pass to the open man.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Beal can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
Here is Harden. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Harden. Bradley Beal. Harden's got his fourth assist in this one. Here's Morant. Buries it down low. Morant's got 21.
Doncic taking pride in setting the table for his teammates. I love his unselfishness.
To the inside. And finish off by Davis.
You always know we're going to see a few of those every All-Star weekend, but I don't know if we'll see a better alley-oop than that one right there.
Here's Morant.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Harden against Doncic. Harden bounce pass. Now, here's Jokic. Tight defense on him. Over Embiid. Off the back of the rim.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Doncic passes to Giannis. Here's Morant.
I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Here's Jokic. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Doncic finds Morant. The layup missed. And it's the West All-Stars ball. It's a 10-point game. Davis. The rebound by KD. KD's got 4 rebounds in this game. Morant passes to Giannis. Good Morant for the East All-Stars.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
59 seconds left in the game. Harden trying to get open. Out there, the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Jokic. Beal against Curry. Beal with the steal. And here we go. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
And that's an intentional foul. And Embiid has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. They're led by as many as 14 points. Durant for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is.
Here's Beal. And by Beal.
That's a huge basket. Beal showing why you can build your franchise around him. He is that special.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. And it's the West All-Stars ball. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
He missed that one, but I've seen him throw shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Drafted 3rd overall in 2014. Wow, it's been that long already. Joel Embiid didn't play his first NBA game for 2 years. Philadelphia was extra cautious with his foot injuries. Well, Joel has proven to be well worth the wait.
So the East All-Stars win it.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night.